7 signs you're emotionally manipulated. Have you ever felt like you're tiptoeing on eggshells, questioning your decisions or self-worth? Here is what you should know. That nagging feeling isn't in your head. It's most likely a sign of emotional manipulation. Welcome to Neuronexus. In this video, we will share 7 irrefutable signs you're being emotionally manipulated and how you can shut it out for good. Now, before we go over these 7 signs, let's talk a bit about emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation doesn't always give off warning signals. It's not always in your face. Instead, it creeps into your life masquerading as care, concern, or even love. Yes, love. Now, here is what it can do to you. It eats away at your self-esteem, traps you in a pattern of control, and renders you helpless. The key to freedom? Awareness. You need to be alert and aware because you can't combat something you can't see. Now, here are 7 signs of emotional manipulation you need to be aware of so you can regain your power and self-esteem, set healthy boundaries, and live your life on your terms. 1. Guilt trip. Guilt tripping is the sneakiest of a manipulator's tools. It's designed to make you feel guilty about what they think, do, or don't. It starts innocently, like a passive comment, a disapproving stare, or making comments like, "I guess I'll just have to muddle through this myself." The more you experience it, the more you start thinking of how worthless you are. You find yourself connecting your worth to how much you sacrifice for others. For example, let's say your partner says to you, "If you loved me, you'd cancel your plans and spend time with me." That's guilt tripping. That's not about love, it's about control. An all-time favourite is when your parents say, "After everything we've done for you, this is the thanks we get?" Or is that how you pay us back? Sounds familiar? Now, here is what you must know. These statements are designed to make you feel guilty, like without them you're nothing, almost like your whole life should revolve around them. But here's the reality. You're not obligated to other people's emotions. Their emotions are their responsibility, and your boundaries are not selfish. The next time someone tries to make you feel guilty, step back and ask yourself, is this my burden to carry? If the answer is no, let it go. 2. They gaslight you. Gaslighting is more like mind games. You know, when someone gets you to question your memory, your perceptions, or even your mind, that's gaslighting. The crazy thing is that they will deny the reality that you are aware of, minimize your emotions, or twist facts until you begin to question your reality. It's like being in a room with lights on, but someone lies and tells you that the lights are off. This happens all the time, especially when someone is trying to manipulate you. And if you challenge a manipulator on something nasty they said to you, they will retaliate with, "I never said that, you're too sensitive." Or if you bring up an old incident, they will tell you, "That never happened, you're imagining things." This is a good technique because it makes you question your perceptions. But here's the thing, your reality is real. Your feelings are real. Nobody gets to rewrite your reality. So, take back your reality by grounding yourself in facts. Start writing down your experiences so that you have a record of what occurred. Call on supportive friends, or if you want, you may see a therapist to help you get through this professionally. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated. You need to do whatever it takes to break free. Remember, gaslighting only works if you let it. Trust yourself. You know the truth. You're your truth. 3. They play the victim. Manipulators excel at playing the victim. No matter what's happening, they turn it around so that they end up being the victimized parties. They twist the tale to avoid blame and cash in on your sympathy. Next thing you know, you're apologizing not just for what you didn't do, but for what they did to you. This happens all the time, and if you're not careful, you may think you're the problem. And if you inform them that what they did hurt you, they say, "I don't think you're talking to me like that. I'm the victim here." When this happens, you start questioning yourself. That's manipulation, and you need to put a stop to it. Understand that empathy is not enabling. You can be compassionate without compromising your boundaries. If someone is consistently playing the victim, ask yourself, is this person actually hurt, Or are they employing their hurt as a shield to avoid being held accountable? If it's the latter, it's time to set firmer boundaries and refrain from taking on their emotional garbage. 4. Withholding affection. Love shouldn't have strings attached, but to manipulators it does. They withhold affection, attention, or approval to manipulate you. 1 minute they're showering you with praise, the next they're freezing you out. It keeps you frozen, trying to earn their love and walking on eggshells to avoid their disapproval. They might respond with silence or withdrawal if you express a need or set a boundary. This is a tactic to make you feel unworthy and in need of their approval. Another common example is when a parent says, "I'll only support you if you do what I want." These are conditional statements meant to control your behaviour by scaring you about losing their love. But here's the ugly truth. Love with conditions isn't love. It's manipulation. It is as simple as that. You don't have to perform to earn affection. Wholesome relationships are formed based on mutual respect and unwavering support, not emotional bargaining. So if you constantly find yourself looking for someone's approval, you must check the relationship. If you sometimes ask yourself this question, am I getting what I need, or am I afraid they'll dump me? Start by setting healthy boundaries and demand unconditional love and support in your relationship. If they refuse to meet your needs, that means they value control more than your relationship with them. Just remember, you deserve to be loved for free and not worked for. Surround yourself with individuals who love and encourage you for who you are, not for what they can get out of you. 5. They weaponize your insecurities. Manipulators have a sixth sense for identifying your insecurities. They target your weaknesses, doubts, and fears, and then use them as weapons against you. It can start with subtle put-downs, disguised in the form of constructive criticism, but they erode your self-esteem slowly. Here is a practical example of what may happen. If you are insecure about your appearance, they might say, "You'd look so much better if you lost a few pounds." Or if you are insecure about your career, they might say, "Are you sure you're cut out for this job?" These are designed to make you doubt yourself and rely on their validation. Another strategy these manipulators frequently employ is threatening your fear of abandonment. They will say things like, "No one else would ever love you the way that I do," or "You are fortunate to have me because no one else would put up with you." All of this is meant to make you feel bad about yourself and depend more on them. But here's the thing, your worth isn't determined by someone else's opinion. Your insecurities aren't weakness, they are just parts of you that require kindness, not judgment. Own your strengths and don't let anyone define your worth. Start by acknowledging your vulnerabilities and accepting yourself. Surround yourself with people who support you, not tear you down. If someone continually criticizes your vulnerabilities, set a firm boundary. Look them straight in the eye and say boldly, "I won't tolerate your remarks about my looks or abilities." You are enough the way you are. Don't let someone tell you otherwise. 6. They overwhelm and confuse you. Manipulators adore chaos. They feed you with conflicting information, emotional highs and lows, or rapid topic changes to throw you off balance. One day they're all warm and loving, and the next they are cold and critical. This emotional rollercoaster is not an accident. It's designed to keep you constantly questioning yourself. These manipulators will overload you with so much information in an argument that you can't keep up, or they'll escalate things with intense emotions, anger, tears, or be dramatic to throw you off balance. Their goal is simple, to overwhelm you so you do not question their actions. But here's the thing, clarity is your superpower. When you're going crazy, pause and ask yourself, what is going on here? Take a step back, double check the facts and set boundaries. Trust your instincts. They're not broken, they're just buried under the noise of the manipulation. When you are calm and grounded, you can break free from this chaos. 7. They isolate you. Isolation is likely the most deadly of manipulators' tactics. They cut you off from friends and family, getting you to seek their approval and validation. It starts with a comment about how your friends don't understand you or how your family just doesn't get it. Next thing you know, you're all alone, shut off from those who used to be your supporters. You can hear something like, "Your friends are envious of our relationship," or "Your family does not love you." These are meant to isolate you from your support system. But here's the truth. Isolation can be reversed. You can still reconnect with your support, seek therapy, and keep this in mind. You're not alone. The walls built around you are not permanent. They're illusions built out of fear and control. Start by calling someone you trust, and slowly you'll start rebuilding those connections again to regain your self-worth. Always remember that you can revive the most powerful version of yourself. Start today. Seeing these signs is just the first step, and reclaiming your power will require action. To overcome these manipulators, you will first need to set your boundaries, trust your instincts, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. You deserve to live an exciting life that is free from manipulation. You can do this. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Also, let us know in the comments which signs spoke to you the most. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth it.